Yeah, man. If this is any indication of what my day is going to be like, I may go back to bed. So, I went and pulled one of these replacement blades out to replace the blade in my utility knife. Yeah, that's my paper towel, painter's tape, emergency bandage. As soon as the bleeding stops, I'm gonna see if I can maybe daub a little. Jeez. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's gotta be one of them kind of days. Daub a little super glue on the cut and hold it together. Jeez, I can't believe it. All right, let me get back to. Well, I'm just doing a little rearranging and cleaning up here. I was going to mount this here. I was going to mount it right here and put all my dies on it, but the studs are so weird here. It's not 16, it's like 15 and then 20. And there's just no way I can hit a stud with these sides here. These sides are exactly 24 inches from pole to pole. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely gonna be that kind of day. Well, I finally got it to quit bleeding. Now, I want to fill that crack up with some super glue so I can continue on about my day. I got things to do. Oh yeah, I managed to get this up with my paper towel painter's tape bandage. So I found studs. All right, freed up a little bit of space here, neatened up. Okay, now what? I think I'm gonna go to my garage and do a couple of projects out there. But first, I'm gonna fill that crack up with some super glue, and then I'm gonna get me a cup of coffee and pet my baby, and then go back to work. Okay, I got another problem fixed. I've been meaning to do it for ages. Those cabinet doors, ever since I put them on, they have not closed properly. I made the doors pretty tight, and as soon as they absorbed some humidity, they wouldn't close anymore. So I've had to come back, and I took my angle grinder with a flap disc, and I had to sand the edges of all the doors and then sand the edges of the door jamb, and I finally got them all to close. While I was down here doing this, guess what showed up? Now, it's raining out. This is a long story. So let me see. I think I'm going to tell you the story from my shop because it's air conditioned and I just got a bunch of wood in. And I want to go drink a cup of coffee, admire my new wood, and I'll tell you the story. Okay. Beautiful wood, huh? This is from Jant's and Desert Ironwood. Desert Ironwood, book matched. Desert Ironwood, book matched. Desert Ironwood, and book matched. This is from Arizona Ironwood, LLC. Desert Ironwood. I'm going to get at least 2 knives out of this. I didn't pay a whole lot for it. This is maple burl. Maple burl. Spalted maple. That's going to make a freaking gorgeous handle right there, man. Yep. Okay. I've calmed down. So, I ordered, now it's been probably close to 2 months now. I ordered a Harbor Freight mill drill. And they sent me an email a few days later saying that it would be 8 weeks before they could ship it. So I called them up, and cancel my order because I didn't want it 8 weeks from now. I wanted it now. And the lady at Harbor Freight, she says, well, it's against our company policy to cancel orders. And I said, why on earth would it be against company policy to cancel an order that you haven't shipped? It hasn't left your warehouse. You haven't had to build anything. It's just a digital transaction and nothing more. So I asked to speak to a supervisor. And she says, okay, I'll send you to a supervisor right now. Click, hung up. So I called right back. And I didn't get the same person, but I got another person. And I said, yeah, I just had somebody hang up on me. I need to speak to a supervisor, please. So the phone rings and rings and rings and rings and rings and rings. And finally, an answering machine says, the number you're trying to call, the voicemail is full. So you couldn't even leave a message. So I gave up. And I called my credit card company. And I explained to them what had just happened. Hold on, let me take a sip. And that they wouldn't cancel my order, even though they hadn't had to build anything. I mean, it was completely digital. Nothing had moved or, it was just too simple to cancel the order and not charge my card. And he looked at my card and he said, well, all they have is a pre-authorization. They haven't actually charged your card. He said, what you can do is tell me that you lost your card, and we can shut that card off and we'll issue you a new card with a new number. And the only way they'll be able to charge you is if you give them the new number. And I thanked him profusely. Got my new card. In the meantime, I ordered this and got it 3 days later. This is a Grizzly. And it's pretty much identical to the Harbor Freight. And it was about $150 more, but it was like $50 to ship it. And so what I paid more for the machine, I paid less for shipping. So it was almost equal, within like 50 or 60 bucks of being equal, this being just a little more. And, I spoke to Grizzly on the phone. They're in America. They have American people answering their phone. They're polite. Good customer service, and you can buy parts for these machines through them. So that's a real plus. So I'm glad I did it. So then, a month later, I get a notice from FedEx saying that they're going to deliver my machine. And I said, how is that possible? So I called my credit card company back up, and I explained the whole thing to them over again. And sure enough, somehow they had managed to charge my credit card for that Harbor Freight machine. They did not know how it was possible. They didn't know how that worked, since, a pre-authorization doesn't give them money, especially when it's on another card. And anyway, there was nothing they could do about it. Well, there was, actually. They said we could file a dispute. I said, okay, well, let's do that. So I get a letter in the mail days later saying that a dispute had been filed, and if I didn't hear from them by September 28th, that just consider the matter closed. So in the meantime, I called FedEx, and I said, you cannot deliver that. Not only am I not home, but you can't get anywhere near my house since my gate is a long way from where I live. And, I have porch pirates and stuff like that. They'll steal it in a heartbeat. So, and I'm canceling the order. And she says, well, let me see if I can do that. It's not on a truck yet. And I was put on hold. And a few minutes later, they come back and they say, okay, we have canceled it. We're going to return it to the sender. So for the next month, I get these notices saying that it's working its way back to South Carolina where it came from. And then I get a final notice saying it's been delivered in South Carolina. And then a week goes by, and I get another notice from FedEx saying that it's coming this away. So I call FedEx again, and I get a very nice lady, and she explains to me that it's just a mistake, no worries, it's going to be returned to the original sender, it's not coming back to me. So, okay, I believe her. In the meantime, I'm getting more messages from FedEx saying, it's on the truck, planned for delivery, blah, 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 blah. And, the lady told me it's just a mistake. It's a computer mistake. And what the hell do you think just happened? I went out to dump my garbage can out by the end of my road here. And what is sitting out there in the freaking rain but that digital, electronic, $1,000 mill. Unfreaking believable. Unbelievable. I mean, you gotta work day and night to be worse than the freaking post office. And FedEx, you have accomplished that task. Well done. Unfreaking believable. Harbor Freight, just nuts. Can't cancel orders even though they haven't shipped. FedEx, what a complete debacle. Okay. But on the other hand, I have an immaculate shop. A happy dog sleeping on freshly washed bedding. My cut finger is holding together pretty good. I went ahead and put some Band-Aids on it just because I had a lot to do still. And got a bunch of nice wood. Tomorrow I will deal with that stupid mill drill. I don't know what to do now. I'm not going to hang on to it. I don't want to be responsible for it. I don't want something for nothing. But good Lord, they really should compensate me for all this extra stress, effort, and time they have taken from me. God, look at that wood. Jeez, that is just beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. And look at that. It's got a bit of wood grain here, the tree rings. Very, very nice. I can't wait to make something with that. And the maple burl, I just bought it. These are about $30 each. So I have to add $30 to the price of my knives because, the price of my knives are with wood that I already have. And when I buy really cool wood like this, I have to add the price to the knife because I just can't afford to sell the knife and take a hit on the wood, But the Desert Ironwood, I only gave like $11, $12 a piece for these. And that was fairly reasonable. As a matter of fact, give me 2 seconds. I'll turn this back on. I got my bill right there. I'll see how much I give for this. Okay, all right. This was $35. This was $37. This was $42 because it's big enough for a Texas Rumble. And this was $32, so that would be $16 a knife for desert ironwood that looks like that. And you really got to watch this website. And hold on 1 second. That's them. ArizonaIronwood.com. And I'm on their website constantly because as soon as you see something you like, you can reach over and click add to cart and it's gone. So, it's that quick because people are, looking for deals like this. This is a deal. That's beautiful wood for $16 a knife. That's not bad. Okay, that's the story. I'm done for today. Not done. I'm going to do some stuff in here, but all my little projects are done. And I'm going to drink a pepper and probably get to work on that knife over yonder, right there. So I'll see you.